For a truly sculpted six-pack and optimal core strength, you need exercises that work all three ab muscles. That means going beyond just crunches. Although crunches still have their place in the ideal ab workout, there are more efficient ways to get the results you're after. So what are the muscles you need to work out? Let's start with the rectus abdominis, which is the muscle that makes up the six-pack you're dreaming of. It's a pair of long, flat muscles that run vertically along the front of your abdomen from your ribs to your pelvis. The rectus abdominis helps hold your organs in place and supports good posture as you sit, stand, and move around. Next, the obliques are located on the sides of the abdomen. They're responsible for rotating and bending the trunk. Basically, your whole body from your neck down to your pelvis. These muscles play a significant role in twisting movements and lateral flexion of the spine, and they're also crucial for stabilizing your core. Finally, the transverse abdominis is the deepest layer of the abdominal muscles. It acts as a natural core set, providing stability and support to the spine and pelvis. Later on in the video, you'll see how you can easily train this muscle by simply sucking in your stomach. Don't get too excited because it might feel like you're cramping up, but that's a good thing. Now, let's get into the exercises that will make sure you're hitting each one of them as effectively as possible every time. Each of these exercises will hit all of the ab muscles to give you that well-rounded core appearance, but some will target one muscle a bit more than others. Make sure you're including them all in your workout to achieve the maximum results. Hanging leg raises target the entire abdominal region, particularly the lower rectus abdominis, while also engaging the hip flexors. You'll be squeezing your future six-pack muscles as you raise your legs while hanging from a bar or dip station. Hanging leg raises are effective because they challenge your core stability and strength in a dynamic manner, promoting muscle growth and definition. To perform this exercise, you'll want to start by hanging from a pull bar with an overhead grip. You can also hold yourself up with your elbows and forearms on the pads of a dip station. Keep your legs as straight as possible and raise them towards the ceiling, engaging your lower abs to pull your legs upward. And then lower them back down steadily and repeat this for 8 to 10 reps at a time. A common mistake when doing hanging leg raises is swinging your legs or using momentum to lift them. Instead, focus on controlled movements to maximize the engagement of the abdominal muscles. This will give you better results in a shorter period of time. Crunches are one of the most popular ab exercises because they target the rectus abdominis intensely and provide a concentrated ab contraction. This is a simple exercise to do, but make sure you follow these instructions while doing it. Start by laying on your back with your knees bent and your hands behind your head. Use a yoga mat or pad if you're on a hard surface. Then, lift your shoulders off the floor by squeezing your abs. Lower your back down slowly as if you're painting yourself on the ground and repeat for sets of 8 to 10 reps. When doing crunches, refrain from pulling your neck with your hands or using momentum to lift yourself. If you need some assistance, you can wedge your feet beneath the couch or exercise machine so that you don't lift off the floor. If you need to do that, be sure not to rely on it though. It's only there for assistance if needed. Have you ever heard of the woodchopper exercise? More on that coming up when we talk about the obliques. But first, let's finish off on the rectus abdominis exercises with planks. Planks are a grueling ab exercise. They're as much about mental toughness as they are physical strength. Planks engage the entire core, including the rectus abdominis and transverse abdominis, providing stability and strength. You'll even feel this exercise in your back, shoulders, and neck. Planks help develop endurance and stability in the core muscles, improving posture and helping reduce the risk of injury. Let me show you how to correctly perform the plank exercise. Get down into a push-up position with your knees on the floor and rest on your forearms. Then, lift your stomach and knees off the floor by engaging your abs and back muscles. Hold that position, maintaining a straight line from your head down to your heels, squeezing your core muscles. Try to hold a plank for 30 seconds at a time to start. If you're more experienced, you can aim for a minute or more per rep. Avoid sagging your hips or raising your butt too high. Focus on keeping a neutral spine and engaging your core throughout the rep. Now, let's move on to working those aesthetically pleasing oblique muscles. Our first exercise that we have up is the Russian twist. Russian twists are a great way to target the obliques, enhancing your rotational strength and helping with waist slimming. This exercise engages the entire core, including the internal and external obliques, promoting stability and balance, something that's beneficial for everyone of all ages to have. You'll want to sit on the floor for this exercise with your knees bent and feet flat on the ground. Lean back slightly and lift your feet off the floor, balancing on your butt. Clasp your hands together and rotate your torso to the right, bringing your hands towards the ground beside your right hip. Then, return to the center and repeat the movement on the left side. Continue alternating sides for 10 to 20 reps at a time. Avoid rounding your back while doing this. One of the biggest mistakes that I see happening all the time with this exercise is when people simply just tap the ground with their hands and don't actually rotate their spine. Remember, the obliques need a rotational aspect to them for you to fully develop the muscle. So, to maintain proper form throughout, you want to focus on twisting from the torso, keeping your legs where they are. If you find this exercise becoming easy, you can add weight by holding a dumbbell or kettlebell in your hand to perform the movement. If you're getting value from this video so far, be sure to smash that like button below. Now, let's talk about that exercise I referred to earlier, the wood chopper. Wood choppers mimic the real-life movement of lifting something off the ground and into the air, improving core stability for everyday life and enhancing sports performance. The twisting motion especially targets the obliques. To perform this exercise, start by standing with your feet hip-width apart, holding a dumbbell or medicine ball with both hands. Rotate your torso to the right and raise the weight above your right shoulder. With control, twist your torso to the left, bringing the weight diagonally across your body towards your left hip. Finally, return to the starting position and repeat the movement for 6 to 10 reps, then do the same on the other side. For this exercise, start with a lighter weight. Too much weight can compromise your form. Ensure controlled movements and focus on engaging your core throughout the exercise to effectively target your abs. Stick around till the end and we'll show you another variation of this exercise that you can do using a cable machine. The side plank is a variation of the standard plank that focuses more on the obliques and stabilizing while still building stability and strength throughout your core. This exercise improves lateral strength and endurance, and it can also help prevent lower back pain by strengthening the muscles that support the spine. Start in a plank position, but lean fully onto your right side, propping yourself up on your right forearm with your elbow directly beneath your shoulder. Rest your other arm on your side. Rest your left foot on top of your right foot and lift your hips off the ground, creating a straight line from head to heels. Hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds, focusing on engaging the muscles on the side of your torso. Then, repeat it on the opposite side. Avoid collapsing the hips or allowing the shoulders to rotate forward. Keep your body in a straight line and engage your abs throughout the exercise. If it's too challenging, you can do a variation of bending your knees and having them as your base touching the floor rather than your feet. Let's move on to an exercise for the transverse abdominis that will make your waist appear smaller than it actually is. Stomach vacuums target the deepest layer of the abdominal muscles, enhancing core stability and posture. This exercise helps create a slimmer waistline by strengthening the muscles that clinch the waist. You might have never even thought about this muscle, but once you start doing stomach vacuums, you'll feel it. Start by standing upright or sitting comfortably with good posture. Inhale deeply, then exhale completely and draw your belly button towards your spine. This exercise will consist of sucking in your stomach as much as possible to have a strong contraction of the muscle. Hold this position for a few seconds, then release and repeat 8 to 15 times. Although you're exhaling deeply, avoid holding your breath or tensing your shoulders and chest. Focus on isolating the transverse abdominis and maintaining relaxed breathing. Have you ever heard of the dead bug before? This exercise engages the entire core, particularly the transverse abdominis and stabilizing muscles, to help you improve your coordination and balance. Dead bugs challenge the core in a controlled manner, promoting good core stability and helping prevent injury during dynamic movements. You'll need to lie on your back like a dead bug with your arms extended straight towards the ceiling, and lift your legs so that your hips and knees are bent at 90-degree angles. Engage your abs and lower your right arm and left leg towards the floor, maintaining a neutral spine. Keep your arms straight as you lower it, then return to the starting position and repeat this movement with your left arm and right leg. Continue alternating sides while keeping your lower back pressed into the floor and your abs tensed. Don't arc your back or allow your lower back to lift off the floor when doing this exercise. Focus on maintaining a neutral spine and engaging your abs throughout each rep. Let's quickly go over that other woodchopper variation of the exercise with the cable machine. This variation is a top-down movement as if you're chopping wood. Follow these instructions closely to ensure you don't hurt yourself and get the most out of this exercise. First, you want to adjust the cable machine to the highest point and attach a handle. Stand sideways to the machine and grasp the handle with both hands, arms extended out in front of you. Inhale and rotate your torso away from the machine, pulling the handle diagonally across your body. Pivot your back foot and engage your core throughout the movement. End with your arms fully extended, exhaling as you complete the rotation. Slowly reverse the movement, controlling the handle back to the starting position, and remember to switch to the other side.